Okay, so this video I'm introducing my new Civic. It's the Mk9. I've gone for the Mk9. Bought it for $3,395 plus it's a 64 plate. So there was an extra on the dealership. It's not really like it's like a dodgy dealership, I guess. Family one, whatever, small business. They added another, what, £90 for the AA approved car and some sort of AA 1 year's emergency something, right? And then they said there's a warranty on the mechanical. So I'll come back to that. Anyway, so here's a look of it. No bad dashes on there. Wheel trim, I noticed that. Locking wheel nuts, which I don't like. Tyres are okay. It's a 1.6 diesel. I don't think it's a TDCI. It's something I don't know what they call this. Tyres look in good shape. Brakes looking okay. Feels great to drive. I think it might have. Well, one of the higher spec models will have a shutter grille. I don't think this one has. I haven't really looked at it. I don't think it's got a shutter grille. Not got a shutter grille system. 64 miles a gallon. It's looking like it's about 60 miles a gallon at the moment, which is fantastic. And I will come back to that. There's a reason why I'm saying it's fantastic. No real dents, bumps or anything around it. There's no on this S model it's a DTEC. That's it. DECTS. So it's the lower spec. I bought the lower spec. You know, it's not the, I think SE Plus or whatever it is. I didn't buy that. So there's no parking sensors. So that's a drawback. However, there's a plus on this, and I was dreading it. There is no TPMS sensors. So fantastic. On the higher spec models, there are TPMS sensors. On this, there's something called a. If you think you've got a puncture, the yaw sensors will kick off. The yaw and the pitch sensors will kick off, and it'll kind of assume you've got a puncture. So that I'll put that on anyway, but there's no TPMS sensors in those wheel valves. So fantastic. I've been sitting quite a while. Like a year or something. Ain't been really road taxed for a year, which is unusual. Should take a look at the inside. Oh, there's something I've got to come back to. Well, when I went to investigate it, I had my knee pads on, went underneath, checked it all out, did the usual, looked at the MOT. History, checked that it had like a panel defect, maybe like needed repairing, seal panel on the driver's side. Checked that thoroughly with, you know, banging it with a little metal object. Nothing came up. Must have had the repair done. However, there was a little yellow light on it that came up. Just gonna lock the car. Hand's so freezing I can barely do anything about it. I better move my fingers. So there was, you know, your check engine light pops up there somewhere. I think it's there. I think check engine light. I can't remember. The only way I could do it is switch it on. It's absolutely freezing. It hasn't been so cold in a very long time. So engine won't come on. Yeah. Check engine light. This is 116,000 miles or something like that. I can't remember. But check engine lights are here, aren't they? Right, that's not coming on. It's not that yellow. When I switch the engine on, that yellow thing is not there, but that one is there. See it? That one there. So as I was trying to investigate, checking this motor out, kept pressing these buttons, kept pressing. Couldn't figure out. It wouldn't come up. I thought, what's going down? Couldn't figure out. And I didn't have my scan tool with me. I didn't even have a small scan tool with me. The guy just left me to it to investigate the car. He just left me to it, like middle of this kind of like loads of other parked cars. He wouldn't have known what I was doing. So that, by the way, OBD2 is down there, way deep down there, up, just like on the Honda Civic. Okay? It's almost the same on the Mark 8. It's almost in the same position as the Mark 8. Can't see it. You got to feel for your hands. It's down this end. Right, just let you know. And when I put my bi-directional scan tool in it, it came up with glow plug error. So there's a glow plug fault. And I didn't notice it, and I did notice it, but I didn't. My brain was too cold, probably, or too exhausted and too tired from picking up. When I started the engine up on the inspection, there was like fuel smell, unburnt fuel smell, and it was also a little bit laboured. It was a little bit for this 1.6 TDI. I remember I had the silver one before, the hatchback, and it was like a real quick car. And I thought it was a bit sluggish. Maybe it's because it's a Tourer, an estate. And I thought maybe that's the reason. I thought, but actually, looking back now, I know that car, the 1.6 engine, has a blistering pace and acceleration as well. So it was a bit sluggish. However, so I've got my scan tool told me cylinder 1 is out. So that one over there on that side is out, but not out as in it don't work. It won't start, on the start. It's not going to be working on the start. But with the high compressions like 1 to 16, wherever it is, soon, and the engine heating up, sooner or later that will start igniting. It'll compress properly, and the glow plugs will switch off anyway. After about, I don't know, minute or so, they'll switch off anyway. So that's when the extra fuel smell comes on. So there will be a future video, and I'll do a proper walk around. Maybe later today, and there'll be another video, but there'll be obviously a future video where I get at that. The guy said that the thing, we're going to cover you mechanically for 1 month, 30 days. I've already texted him on 1 month. I've texted him this morning, told him the error, but I doubt it. You just say it's not mechanical, it's electrical. And in the end, I said to someone who was talking about this with me, brother, I said, look, I'd rather these guys not do it, because they're monkeys. A lot of them, you don't know, they could be really good, but then again, it could be monkeys. They can leave something unplugged, unplug, don't do the job very well, leave something plugged, it's anything like that. You know what I mean? And so it's not worth it. So I paid probably £95 extra for the extra AA, but I didn't really want that. I've already got something like that already, but so it was an extra 95 I didn't want to waste. I did. So glow plugs purchased. I've got a new penetrating fluid that I'm going to try out. Apparently that's good. Actually, I'll be in a quite a crowded area here in terms of YouTubers, because there's quite a few that own this car in this country. Looks like that glow plug area is a common fault, and there's already a few videos out on it. But I noticed that on that repair, everyone's done a little bit here and there. They haven't shown another bit, and they haven't shown another bit here. But I'm going to try and squeeze it all into one kind of comprehensive video for everyone to watch. Hopefully, all you YouTubers have got this on the Civic Mark 9, and this is a Tourer. I'm going to be squeezing my way in there, and I've been doing this for quite a few years, so apologies, but anyway, thanks for watching.